Hey friends, we have been reading through all your comments, and one artist that has consistently come up is Devin Townsend. The song that we are looking at is called Deadhead. I have not heard any Devin Townsend music before. I have done about 1 minute of research, a quick look at his Wikipedia page. All I really know is it sounds like he's a veteran of the industry and has been around for a long time, and metal singer. But other than that, this is a completely blind listen. So let's get into it. Nice little vibrato on that last note there, bit of distortion on the guitar. Gosh, he's got the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. That's pretty cool. Nice scream.
This song is called Deadhead. And it's about love. And you know what? Love's a bitch.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it for a second. We had a really beautiful solo guitar introduction there. Crowd's obviously loving every moment of this. And then really seamlessly we have the drums coming in, but then I almost didn't even notice the fact that the entire band is already pretty much joined in as well. They're doing more ambient noises, maybe longer notes, rather than anything that's really popping out in terms of the arrangement of the instruments. It's like a wall of sound. Hard to sort of tease out what's going on specifically. I like Devin. He looks like a giant. Someone's going to tell me how tall he is, I'm sure, but he looks like at least 7 foot tall. He looks huge. What's that instrument? Why does it look so tiny? Is that just the way he's holding that? Is this a really silly point that I'm making?
Yeah, it is. It's a guitar.
It's the guitar! But why is he doing it? But seriously,
Just comfort.
what? He's holding it like a baby. Don't they normally kind of sit lower?
It depends how cool you want to be.
Ah, well,
It's a guitar.
it's a guitar. I'm not a guitarist, okay? The synth there is adding a nice little touch, just adding a bit more texture. I was going to pause it before he did the thing, and I'm so glad that I let that ride out. That was pretty epic. It's got a really beautiful, clean tone, which is contrasted so well with the harsh vocal that he can so easily access and switch between really easily. His diction's also really good in terms of singers that he reminds me of. I'm getting a hint of Chris Cornell, just that real pure rock and roll vocal. But then there's also an element of Brian Molko from Placebo, that like nasal sound. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we had that opening phrase, "You are a sun goddess." That was really, really clear. You are the sun. Like there's space in the vocal tract for the sound to be rich and warm. Then he took all of that away for that following line, and suddenly it became quite nasal, and that's why I'm getting those Brian Molko like Placebo. Every me and every you, will you save me? Very, very forward, very bright, massive tonal shift. Don't know necessarily why he's chosen to do that. Still nasal. Okay, so in that first verse, he's gone for that really open, rich, warm sound, reminiscent of Chris Cornell, very pure, very clean vocal. Then he's shifted into that nasal Placebo vibe for the couple of lines there, and then he's just decided to wrap that all off with a nice little scream just to keep us on our toes. Devin's certainly got a lot of tools in his toolkit as a vocalist in terms of what colour to use and what feelings he wants to make the audience feel with those colours. It's pretty cool. Okay, I feel like I could spend about 20 minutes just looking at that, that one line. I want to just look at that again and just kind of zoom in on his face because he's doing some really good face. He's doing some great singer face right now. Yeah. He's shifting into about 1 million different places in just those like 3 seconds. So he's gone for that you, that really nasal you. Then he's opening it up. You are. Suddenly there's heaps of space and he just throws in a casual vibrato there just for shits and giggles. And then I think he adds a bit of distortion to it right towards the end. Yeah. Yeah. Even before, so I can't do it. I don't know how to do that yet. Working on it. But he goes from that operatic quality and he finishes it off with some distortion at the end. Pretty incredible. Okay, and that's incredible as well. I don't know how to unpack this. He's so good at that. Yeah, like, wow, very insightful. He, good. Devin, good. Scream. He, scream, good. Thank you for watching. He sounds like an evil villain at this point. It's just really, really cool. Usually I do sort of my attempts at taking on these vocals, but I'm just going to like sneakily not attempt that because no way. That's just very impressive.
Since all in the heat of the moment, it's all in the pain.
So again, that's just those million micro shifts between so many different vocal techniques, all within such a short space of time. Really amazing. Nice to see him smile.
Loves a bitch for sure. You feel like it at any point though, you know? Pick a tempo.
Oh, nice groove here. Just got kind of the repetition of that drone note, that bass there, changing here. Yeah, it's interesting. They're not doing very much in terms of the arrangement. It's quite repetitive, but that's not a bad thing. It's actually quite hypnotic. It feels like a bit of a drone. But I was getting lost in it. I can see that the audience is getting lost in it, and any shifts are very subtle rather than big statement shifts. I also like that I feel like everyone in the band has really brought their A game in terms of what they've chosen to wear, and Devin's like, nah, I'm just going to wear my hoodie. I'm good. I like that. So obviously had a big shift here. I feel like the synth was much higher up in the mix for that particular part. That felt like a really massive deviation from where we were. That almost reminded me of like trance music from the 90s. Once again, you've given me a song where I literally have no idea what the hell is going to happen next. Well played, YouTube audience. Good job. Got a nice pedal there. Oh, like a wah-wah pedal. I'm not a guitarist. This is great. This is so good. It's as thrilling as watching an opera singer hit those high notes. Particularly when you have trained, you kind of know what the stakes are and how hard it is to do those things and hit those notes. And so when you know that someone's going to go for one, you kind of like lean in and go, are they going to do it? Will they make it, or are they going to crack? This is exactly how I'm feeling watching this. I think metal vocalists and opera singers need to just sit down and have a few beers together. That's what I reckon. I'll take you back one more time so we can just marvel at his awesomeness. See, holding that position. Holding it, let it go. It's really hard. Oh my God. Okay, well that was amazing. Takeaways from Devin Townsend. I want to watch that about 1,000 times more. Like I said, about 5 different voices in one here, going through that entire song. Incredible stamina, incredible control of his instrument to be able to flip between those different colours in his toolkit so effortlessly and so seamlessly. Thank you so much for the recommendation, guys. As always, if you have any recommendations, please let us know in the comments. We do read them all and we do take them into account. If you like this, please like, subscribe, do all the things, because it helps me keep going with this channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
You said wall of sound.
Yeah.
So one thing people are going to really latch onto is that because the production of a lot of Devin's songs is done by him. He does all the engineering, and he's been compared a lot to Phil Spector. The whole wall of sound thing. So it's cool that you picked up on that.
Cool.
People are going to be like, you know who this guy is because you use that. It's
right.
not bad. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's cool that you picked it up because it just shows your ear.
Yeah.
I like it. You could, and then you screw it up saying, "Is that a guitar?"
They think I'm a genius, and then they're like, "What is that?"
All the guitars, they're in open tunings. And they're also dropped down a few steps.
Okay.
So that means he can just strum the entire guitar.
Yeah.
Big ambient noise.
Okay.
Where you could technically play, I can play the song right now and that guitar's tuned normally, and it won't sound as full. It'll sound really empty. Yeah. But because they use a drop tuning and because it's an open tuning where you just strum it with open strings, it gives you more fullness. But
yeah. So
down,
it sounds richer because you're not like tightening the strings. Okay.